Yeah. Done.
What's going on, y'all? We hopping straight into it. So I'm taking the e.l.f. 16-hour camouflage concealer, and I'm going to use that for a base for my eyelids. And I'm also going to take a buffing brush. I'm going to buff that product out as well. So mostly the makeup that I use is affordable for you ladies. Next, I'm going to take my Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and I'm going to use that lime green shade as my first color, my transition. I'm going to place it right into my crease. I'm doing a different technique. So the next color that I applied, which was that forest green, it didn't really stick to the eyeshadow. So I'm trying to figure out if it was my base that was causing the issue or not. So I'm just going to take that lime green and I'm going to blend it all the way going up to my brow bone. Okay, so I went in and used the forest green shade. I know it looks a little lighter on camera, but that's because my lights are pretty bright. And you know what? I thought that this was going to work, but I was highly disappointed because those colors was not sticking at all. So like I said, it had to be my technique or the base. So I'm just going to take the matte book palette and I'm going to try and take some green shades out of there and place them into my crease to darken it up and add definition. So I went in with that green shade. And guess what? It didn't stick either. I mean, you seen like a pop of color, but it wasn't as pigmented as I wanted it to be. The colors are not stackable. Okay, so I went in to my Take Me Back to Brazil palette and I'm just bouncing back and forth from that navy blue and that black to add more definition, of course. And I'm going to prepare to cut my crease, so I'm going to take a wet wipe and clean off my lid. I already did that off camera. And the concealer that I'm using, y'all already know, is the Absolute New York Click Concealer Pen. Y'all already know that I love this concealer. It's a tad bit streaky, but it's buildable. So now I'm going to take my Wet n Wild brush, and that was originally a eyeshadow brush, but I turned it into a crease brush because it's so flat. And as you can see, I'm just cutting my crease. I'm going just above my natural crease. That is important. You always want to go above your natural crease, loves, to create any cut crease look. Okay, love, so after you get that crease popping, honey, like you want it to look, go in with your lid colors. So I'm using red out of the matte book palette, orange, yellow, green, purple, and blue. And I'm just going to place those colors right next to each other, and I'm going to go back in and blend. Like I said, these colors are not buildable. I love the matte book palette, but these colors, they're not buildable. You know, they're very pigmented, but I'm sorry, it's pretty chalky. But I do love this palette. It's a lot of fallout, so just make sure you're doing your eyes first whenever you're using this palette. Just make sure you always do your eyes first, you guys. You don't want to make no mistakes, you know, putting your foundation on and then going to your eyes and the fallout is all over your foundation. So now you got to start all the way back from square one. I'm telling you guys, it happened to me before. Trust me, don't do it. Okay, so I wanted that purple shade to pop even more. I added some concealer and I went back in and placed it on top of it. I figured maybe it wasn't as pigmented like I wanted it to be. It's because the base probably dried up. I'm not sure. In no way, shape, or form I am dissing this eyeshadow palette. I'm just telling you guys my experience. Maybe I need to get the glue stick. So I'm kind of exhausted right now, you guys, because this look, it took a lot out of me and I was ready to give up. So now I'm just going to use my e.l.f. liquid liner in the color black, of course, and I'm just going to create a dramatic wing liner, following up with the black eyeshadow out of the Take Me Back to Brazil palette to mattify that wing liner. Okay, so I went and added my foundation off camera. I'm just taking my e.l.f., my favorite concealer so far, and I'm going to place that under my eyes for highlighting. And I'm going to take my beauty sponge and I'm going to blend it out. The foundation that I used was the e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation. Me and that foundation has a love-hate relationship, you guys. I'm telling you, I don't know. The shade seems just a tad bit lighter to me, and you know how you want to be beat. I mean, I'm talking about snatched. That foundation doesn't do it for me, so I always have to find myself mixing that foundation with another high coverage, a full coverage foundation, because you know, y'all know I gotta be snatched. But I'm gonna try it again for like the third time, and we shall see. Maybe it's the primer. Maybe I have to use the e.l.f. primer with the e.l.f. foundation. I'm not sure. So y'all know I'm using my Black Opal foundation stick in the color Beautifully Bronze to contour. And I'm taking my pretty little Lala brush that my children bought me for my birthday. Yes, thank you, babies. And I'm going to use that. That brush was a little too big, so I went and used a smaller brush. And I'm going to go back and set my contour using that same Lala brush. going to use the LA Colors Jumbo White Stick for my lower lash line, placing it in my waterline and just a little bit outer so I can get ready to add my colors. Y'all know I love colors down there on my lower lash line. It just makes the look pop. So I'm going to take that blue and pink out of the matte book palette, and I'm just going to place those colors down there. I'm not doing any lower lashes today, you guys. This looked, I mean, it was just so bomb without it. I feel like I didn't need it, so. Y'all, sometimes I'll be tired of my own facial expressions that I make. Okay, I'm a character. So I'm just taking the Kiss liquid lipsticks. I do not remember the name of them. I'm going to leave them down in the description box. I'm going to let you guys know. So I just went for a nude because y'all know I'm a nude girl. I love nude lipsticks, you guys. But I'm going to switch it up a little bit for y'all. I'm going to switch it up one of these days. Hey, we are finally snatched. So the last step, I'm just going to take my Anastasia Glow Kit and I'm going to use Moonstone to highlight the high points of my cheeks, the bridge of my nose, and my Cupid's bow and forehead. So if you like this look, make sure you do me a favor and hit the thumbs up on my video. Also share me, you guys. I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah, so this has come to the end of it, you guys. I'm sorry. This look is called Fruitylicious. If you are not subscribed to my channel, make sure y'all subscribe, y'all. You wouldn't want to miss anything. I love y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.